All right, what is good, everyone? Welcome back to this video of pips and points. This is basically to teach you what is a pip with trading and point, just so you have a better understanding about forex trading and just trading in general. So as always, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up, comment below what you think below this video, leave a comment, and we also have our free Discord trading group if you guys are interested in joining that. So pip basically stands for price interest point. In the forex game, you'll hear people say a lot of times, how many pips do you basically make a week, day, month, like how many pips do you get per signals. So basically what it means is like how many fucking points did the thing move, right? And that's what people look at. So people are always looking for something to go from A to Z, right? And they base their trading off of that. I basically base my, because at the end of the day, we don't know where anything's going to go, right? You don't know how far up it's going to go or how far down it's going to go. But it is good to know this. Basically, know what you're getting into with trading, what you did right, what you did wrong. Just keep a track with a trading journal. So let's dive into this. So pips and points. Basically, currencies are quoted in pairs and mostly in 4 decimal places. So like 1 pip is 0.0001. Obviously, if you trade like a pair like JPY, those pairs are quoted in 2 decimal places. So like 1 pip is 0.01. So perfect example, like EUR USD, I trade a lot of forex pairs. So yes, I trade US 30, NAS 100, and gold, but I mainly trade a lot of forex pairs. And if I'm trading like EUR US dollar, you have 1.8865, so that 5 would be considered your pip. In US dollar JPY, it's 108.72, and that would be your pip. So as always, on the left hand side, so like US dollar, that'd be considered your base currency. JPY would be considered your quoted currency. So it's very simple, very sweet, right? So like you go to the store, you buy something, say an Xbox, right? It comes out to like $582.22. Well, the 2 would be considered your pip. Okay, so to sum this up, right? Price quotations, right? So your 4-digit quoting system, obviously like EUR US dollar, 1.8862. Say you buy it, right? Say you buy it, and let's say it goes from 1.8862 up to 1.8869, jumped up 7 pips, right? Now, obviously, when we're trading, we're looking for bigger, better moves than that. But basically, you made 7 pips, also known as 7 points. Now, again, depending on how big of size you're taking, that's obviously going to be your profits, right? So if you're taking 1 lot, profit's going to be much larger with 7 pips versus you taking 0.05 lots. And then obviously the same thing if you're trading US dollar, JPY, or any instrument that is priced higher, right? Again, with this, you basically have the 2-digit quoting system. US dollar JPY, 108.72. You buy it, it goes up 108.79. You sell it, make a profit of 7 pips, 7 points up to that trade you took. So let's talk about types of forex traders from a pip point standpoint, because there's people that have discovered me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. They're like, you're a scalper, bro. You're a scalper. I'm like, I don't consider myself a scalper, but whatever, it is what it is. So you got day traders, right? Day traders like me, myself. I come every day looking for 30 to 100 pips per trade. Usually focused on a 5-minute chart, right? 15-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart. Every day is different. Some days I go for 30 to 100 pips. Again, it's basically what you're trading, right? You have swing traders. These are the guys that are holding for like longer periods of time. They're fine for holding like several hours, like 5, 10, 15, 20 hours. These guys are trying to aim for like 100 to 500 pips per trade. Usually they're focused on like a 1-hour chart or 4-hour chart. Position traders, guys that are basically taking bigger sizes, bigger swings, 500 to 1,000 pips per trade. And they're watching the weekly chart and the daily chart. And then obviously you have your scalpers. These guys are watching like a 1-minute chart, 5-minute chart, and they're looking for 5 to 15 pips per trade. Now obviously when I get into a trade, I'm looking for like 90 points, 90 pips you'd call it. But sometimes the trade will go against me, and I'm basically, that trade end up being only 50 pips or 15 pips. So nonetheless, let's talk about the 5-digit quotations. This is something that's good for you to know. Obviously, new brokers have been and are supplying 5-digit quotations. So basically, you'll see something like this: 1.88693. So the 0.00001 would be your pipette. And then obviously, as always, you have your spread, right, which is your ask and your bid. So obviously you'll see the price difference. Okay, so you're always gonna have some sort of spread, and that's just trading in general. It doesn't matter what you trade: stocks, options, forex, futures, crypto, yada yada yada. You're always gonna have some sort of spread. So, so in this case, obviously, this example would be considered like 1.88693 minus 1.88642. That's 0.00051. That's 51 points, also known as 5 pips. So 51 pipettes, don't use. So that's a quick little breakdown video on pips and points. Short, simple, and sweet, guys. Don't overcomplicate this. Keep it simple. Keep it small. Keep it all. It's a quick little video, right? Nothing too crazy. Nothing too fancy. If you guys need to rewatch it again, go back, rewatch it. Pips and points are good to kind of know like what you did, position size. Obviously, if you want bigger pips, bigger points, you basically have to reduce your size down, or you increase your size and you go for scalps. But nonetheless, that is it for this YouTube video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.